So, when you say mutual aid principles and direct action, which is on your website, what do you mean by that exactly? How would you explain that to someone who's unfamiliar with any of those concepts?
Sure. So mutual aid is a concept like the phrase uh, was first like manifested, I guess, by Peter Kropotkin, who wrote a book called Mutual Aid, and the idea is collaboration and solidarity. So folks might be familiar with like hearing about mutual aid networks during the pandemic that were making sure that people had, whether that be financial assistance or food or medical assistance. And what makes this different from like the Red Cross, for instance, is that there's no hierarchical charity system. A charity model demands that people be oppressed. It demands that there be some people that, oh, these, we can help. We want to parade the homeless people across the stage at this $2,000 a plate dinner in New York City, right? Like, because then all these people can feel good about their hedge fund manager jobs. Solidarity is about the community helping itself, not this sort of hierarchical concept that like we have the means, so we're helping you and you must be grateful and you are pitiful and et cetera, et cetera. That's the charity model. The mutual aid model is solidarity, and it's this idea of mutualism. I'm helping you because it helps me. Like, something as simple as something I can bring up from my experiences in DC. Like, hey, here's some food that we got from a local farm. Oh, I see that your bike needs fixing. I'm actually good at that. These kind of exchanges that happen outside the confines of capitalism are really powerful and really important. Mutual aid is not just the answer in how to deal with capitalism, but it's also a framework for what to build outside of capitalism. Like the future that we want to build that's based on connection and community, as opposed to, like capitalism and competition. And direct action principles are basically just kind of what I talked about with Outlaw. The idea that, signing petitions and stuff, that's whatever, but we actually need to get in the way of the machine. And I don't just mean that like blocking a pipeline, because let's be honest, not everybody can do that. But direct action looks a lot of different ways, and everybody can engage in direct action regardless of their whether they're disabled or whether they're elderly or whether they have things that keep them from being able to travel or what have you. Like, everybody can engage in direct action, but it really means just throwing a wrench in the gears of the system as opposed to asking nicely for the system to stop crushing us. So that idea of like the demand versus the plea, and the like actually getting in the way of the system's oppressive works as opposed to asking it to stop or slow down.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you want to know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together and